Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how to negotiate rates with an influencer on Instagram. We're going to go to my phone here. So you can see here I already sent out a bunch of messages inquiring about pricing from a bunch of different theme pages. And it seems like only one of them responded to me so far, which is fine, totally normal. A lot of the times they won't respond. You might have to message them a couple times. You can also check and see if they didn't respond. They might have a kick somewhere in their bio. Okay, this page doesn't. Sometimes they might not have a kick or they won't respond to Instagram DMs. A lot of pages will still have an email contact though. So you can see on this page, for example, Our First Date, they do have their email available. So you can just tap this button that says email and it'll take you over to where you'll be able to email them, and then you can inquire from there and hopefully they'll respond to you over there. So I already went through the whole negotiation process with this page, relationship.aims. So we're just going to go through this and we're going to start it at the beginning right here. So you can see I said, "Hey there, love your page. I think our store would be a perfect fit for your account. If you're interested in promoting some products for us, please send me your 24-hour shout-out price and your 24-hour story plus swipe-up price." And then you can see they responded with their rates. Basically, they were trying to charge $30 for a 24-hour feed post, and then they would include our store link in their bio. That's what link in bio means. They also say that they include stories as well. For a 24-hour story, they're charging $15. And then obviously, we don't want to pay exactly what they're asking because most pages are going to be willing to negotiate. Very rarely are you ever going to find a page that won't be willing to negotiate. At the end of the day, everyone just wants to make money, so you can probably convince them to negotiate and give you a fair rate that's going to work well for you. This is where we get into negotiation tactics. So I like to always use their own activity against them, especially if they're in a niche that's a really common niche. So for example, relationship and female comedy. So we're going to go over to their page, and you can see I already went through their page and checked out their likes. So averaging about, looks like 8 to 9K likes. This is an ad actually, they're promoting their own Snapchat. But yeah, so I was actually being kind of generous when I messaged them back saying it looks like they're averaging 10K likes. But regardless, you don't want to be offensive because then they're not going to want to work with you at all. So I told them that we can afford to pay $15 for a 24-hour feed post or $20 for a feed post plus story. So assuming that their story views are pretty decent and judging based on their activity on their page, $20 would be a really good deal for us. They said their next available slot would be Sunday, which is actually really good for us because I always prefer to start testing new ads for a new store on Sundays, just because Sundays are the most active for Instagram and that's when people are most likely to purchase something. So then again, just being nice, you have to always be really nice to the page owners, otherwise they're not going to want to work with you and they're not going to want to give you fair pricing. So then I asked for their PayPal because most pages are going to accept payment through PayPal. Very, 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 very rarely will you ever find a page that isn't going to accept payments through PayPal. And honestly, PayPal is the best way to go just so that way you don't get scammed by the pages. And if you do, you can always charge them back. If you do have issues with that, you can always ask me about that in the Facebook group. I will do my best to help you out. I've dealt with that quite a few times. So then I told them to schedule it for 2 p.m. EST, which is great. That's what they agreed to, and then sent their PayPal over. So I would normally pay them out after I confirm everything and get it set up in my ad spend sheet, which is what I'll be showing you guys next. Before paying them out though, I still want to make sure that it's going to be a good deal. So that's why over here I asked for their story views as well as screenshots for proof of the story views, because we want to make sure that whatever they're telling us is going to be accurate and we want to make sure that we're getting a fair deal at the end of the day. They sent over the story screenshots and it looks like they're also averaging about 10K story views, which is pretty good. If our goal is to stay around $1 per 1,000 views, so $1 CPM, then that means we're spending about $10 on the story and $10 on the feed post, which is definitely a fair price for this account, I would say. So in the next video, I'll be showing you guys how to make the ad content for the story as well as the feed post. And then after that, we'll get into actually running this and then we'll see how it performs. So I will see you guys soon.